step. Forgive me for I've sinned. I tricked them into thinking that I loved. I tasted water and I felt the blood. Oh Lord, I know exactly what I've become now. In the glass, in the tears, and in the ash, I can see you and me. We're not quite enough to never. I'll be there. I'll be there for you. Just let go. Oh, in the meantime, I'll be there if you want me to. What's enough to say? I'll be there. I'll be there for you. Oh, in the meantime, I'll be there for you.
Jade Bird for WMOT's radio. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
So you're so young. When did you find out that you wanted to do this, and how did it happen? And when did you start writing? And did you grow up in a musical family? All of that.
It's interesting because my parents are quite young, so they always played like dance music, which was not great. But yeah, when I was about 7 or 8, I played classical piano. I had a Russian teacher. She was very, very strict, but very great. And yeah, when I was 12, 13, I picked up the guitar. My parents divorced and we moved to Wales with my mum. You'll notice tonight a lot of divorce and running away from weddings comes up. I think that's an ongoing theme of mine. But yeah, so 12, 13, I taught myself the guitar a little bit. I started songwriting. My mum's partner at the time was into quite a lot of blues, like Stan House and stuff, and Dylan and Neil Young, and obviously me being 12, 13, I was just like, wow. You know, it's just when it hits you, I think for anybody who plays guitar, when you hear that kind of music, you're just like, oh my goodness, what is this? How can I get more of it? So yeah, 15, 16 then, I found the Civil Wars. I think they were one of the first real entries into Americana kind of sensibility, but I was just in total awe, and still am with those guys. And then I found Chris Stapleton, and I always think, I'm like, yeah, I think I've broken in the UK. I'm like, Chris Stapleton, I've been going on about him for like 2-3 years, because I watched his Musician's Corner on YouTube, which is mental because I'm playing that next week, so I'm like, again, pinch myself moment, but got it right that time. But yeah, I've been obsessed since then and delving into Towns Van Zandt and all these wonderful, wonderful players. I mean, huge, huge inspiration to me. So
it must be really special to be able to come here and kind of look in any given direction. And there's so many songwriters and such a great creative community in Nashville.
Yeah, like we drove past Gillian Welch's studio with Dave Rollins, and I was like, you know, it's insane. I look at Miss Ohio, it's like one of my favourite tracks ever. It's like whenever I'm feeling a little low, I put that track on, and I've never had that before, that kind of real bond with the track, and I just put it on and I'm like, it just speaks to me, and I don't know why I've never been in a pageant, so.
Well, I think that
I'm not a pageant girl, but
music can heal.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Those moments where you can just immerse yourself in a real time, where there's no emotional baggage, you're just in it, listening. And that's present time, and it's a beautiful thing because it can center you. You know, I love how healing music is. I love that if I'm in a bad mood, I can put something on, crank it, and I'm not in a bad mood.
or do that. Oh, I just go worse. I plummet with music down with me. Yeah.
I mean, Lou calls that bumming and strumming.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to use that. That's great.
Yeah, no, and it's amazing. I mean, so many people that live here make this music, and what's amazing is that we get to play it on the radio, which I am just so delighted at WMOT. We're coming up almost on a year. We're about to celebrate our anniversary in September of the first year that we've been doing playing Americana on the radio, and it's particularly lovely to be able to do it in Nashville.
Yeah, I mean, it's the dream, isn't it? I want your job a bit now.
We can talk.
Oh, no, but yeah.
No, it's really great, you know, and especially when you find that and blues speaks to you, and then you find these other folks along the way.
Little strands to the other things.
Goes in every direction, and there's so much bounty. There's so much richness.
So much genius as well. I know you're just like, oh, I wish I'd written that song. Oh, I wish I'd written that song. It kind of kills me.
Do you write with people?
So obviously I mentioned Brent. He was probably the first song that I've genuinely loved. I think we're going to go in the studio. It's almost confirmed to record it, so hopefully we'll see what happens with that. But that's the first song I've really thought was special that I've co-written. So it was a perfect intro. He came down to London and Manchester, and where I'm from, and I supported him. And then he was like, hey, come up to Glasgow, write something, fixing to write something. Sorry, my accent's terrible. But yeah, back in the hotel, and it was just phenomenal, just really, really natural. So yeah, that's the first co-write, one of many, I'm sure.
I love that. That's wonderful. Would you play some more for us?
Absolutely. Yeah, I might play 2 off the EP, the new EP.
Fabulous. We should talk about that.
Yeah. Maybe we do after. Do you want to do it after or before? I don't know. It's up to you.
We can talk. Jade Bird, WMOT Roots Radio.
Thank you so much. Well, I'm calming down. I'm like getting used to this now. Are you guys all good? And listeners out there? It's fantastic. Okay, yeah, this one's the first track off my new EP. It was 2 weeks ago now. It's called Something American. It's a little bit of a nod to my influences, and yeah, here we go. We knew each other when we were very young. High school sweethearts or something American. Now we become old, I only see photos. She's what I thought, something American. Something American. But you don't call me now, and I don't think too much about you. But when she's not around, I can feel lonely. Oh, I can feel lonely somewhere. I'm not nice like her, won't wear white like her, don't live life with the pages mapped out. No, I'm not perfect, but then no one is. We're all reaching for something American. You don't call me now, and I don't think too much about you. But when she's not around, I can feel lonely. I can feel you all night. In my dreams at first, the stars align in the Yorker light. And it's you and I. Hold back in time, it feels so right. But you don't call me now, and I don't think too much about you. But when she's not around, I can feel lonely. Oh, I can feel lonely somewhere. We knew each other when we were very young. High school sweethearts or something American. Thank you. This next one's the Running Away from a Wedding one. It's called Cathedral. I don't think I'm jinxing myself with all these songs this, you know. I sang this in a church as well not so long back, and I was thinking, oh, not so good, not so good. Something very unholy is going to happen to my later marriage. Yeah, here we go.
did that title come to pass? Is it?
It's a tricky one because I had that song for quite a while. I think that song was the one I was proud of for that storytelling element. Ooh, I like that word. Element. No.
That's helium.
Element. It's a bit French, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, why did I write something American? Yeah, I wrote it quite a while ago, and I had this idea, like quite a suburban scene in my head, and just like kind of wondering where something went wrong, and I was really proud of it, and I just thought it was such a nice fitting setting for. I mean, I love America. Not gonna lie. It's just like, you know, I need that visa. No. Yeah.
Road trip.
Yeah, literally a permanent one. But yeah, no.
Well, and being in Nashville too, I just have to say, you can go to the Delta, you can go to New Orleans, you can go to Kentucky. There's so much music in every direction.
We've popped to a couple of places. We were in Birmingham the other day, which was quite cool. So, yeah.
Well, and also you just did Newport.
Yeah, Rhode Island. That
what
was amazing.
Was that like?
Yeah, again, Brent, he's getting a big mention here, isn't he? He's got some
Brent
advertising.
Cobb.
Shout out to Brent Cobb. And no, I jumped on stage with him in Newport Fest. So it was just phenomenal. And I saw like Mandolin Orange. I felt a weird calm watching them. It was amazing. I kind of sat down and I was like, okay. Like my attention span is because I'm young, you know, and I'm like, what am I doing? But yeah, no, I sat for the whole set and I loved it. I was blown away.
Yeah, Mandolin Orange, amazing band.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah, the clarity that comes with being in music and, you know, in the present time of it is a really wonderful thing. And I mean, it has to be amazing to go to Newport and just have this entire legacy of folk and,
it's insane, isn't it?
you know, I mean, to be able to tap into that must have been really...
Yeah, like Hendrix and Joplin and, oh, man. Yeah. It's all very, like I said, and even the Bluebird, like all this legacy that's over here, it's insane to like almost be a little part of it. You're just like, you do feel it. It's like this energy.
Yeah, no,
So,
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and you're getting to do some really cool things while you're in Nashville. So we should talk about some of these gigs coming up. Musicians Corner.
Oh, here we go. Don't ask me dates.
No, I think that's tomorrow.
I'm not very good at dates. Okay, yeah. We've got the Basement again next Tuesday.
Right, that's
and
a
that
residency.
Show. Yeah,
right?
that was phenomenal. The New Faces night, I'm on that. So, and then we got Musicians Corner, and then we probably got another one I've forgotten.
We'll check your schedule.
Yeah. Get the manager on here.
So, how did the record deal come together?
The record deal, because obviously I'm with Glassnote Records, and I think like they're the most phenomenal label. I obviously was working. I moved to London when I was 16, so really just played every empty room. I mean, I've been doing that since I was 14 in Wales, but obviously not really getting as far as in London. And so I played every empty room I could. Eventually, because what's crazy is this time last year, which was not in January. Well, January last year, I was kind of asking my mum a bit like, Mum, nothing's happening. Like, what do I do? What's the next thing? And here, and that's weird. Like, you know, that's a bit hard to...
You're on a magic carpet.
I'm on a blooming magic carpet here, yeah. No swearing.
Totally. Love the imagery.
Blooming is not swearing. Yeah.
Well, we welcome you to it. It's great to have you here.
Yeah, it's
Would
amazing.
you play some more for us?
Absolutely, yeah.
Tell us what you're going to play next.
Well, I was going to jump into a cover. And we got a Johnny Cash cover. I did a mix of like three, so it's not the one you were expecting. Unfortunately, I can't remember the words to I've Been Everywhere. It's like I did that before and it escapes me. So I got another one. And we'll see how it goes. I hope I don't mess up in the middle of Nashville.
Maybe a sing-along.
If I do, I'll be like, where are you guys?
Jade Bird for WMOT Roots Radio.
Got up one morning while making the round. Took a shot of cocaine and I shut my woman down. I went right home and I went to bed. I stuck at 1144 beneath my head. Got up next morning and I grabbed that gun. Took a shot of cocaine and away I run. I run fast but I run too slow. They overtook me as sure as Mexico. Out in the hot joints, taking the pill. In walked a sheriff from Jericho Hill. He said, Willie Lee, your name is not Jeb Brown. Hey, you're the dirty hacker, shut your woman down. I said, yes, my name is not Willie Lee. got a warrant, then just read it to me. I shot my woman 'cause she made me so. I thought I was the daddy, but she had 5 more. I hear that train coming, and it's rolling around the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging. When I hear that whistle blowing down on a setting tall. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hit my head and I cry. Love is a burning thing, and he makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a ring of fire. It went down, 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 and the flames went out, and it burned, burned, burned. That ring of fire, that ring of fire, that ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I feel like a child. Ooh, the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. It went down, 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 and the flames went out, and it burned, burned, burned. That ring of fire, that ring of fire, that ring of fire. I was looking over for approval then. I hope I didn't I hope I did that all right. You don't mess up Johnny Cash here, that's for sure. All right, you guys all right if I do the divorce song now? I'm going to pick you up and put you down. I'm sorry, I do apologize. It's like Tourette's almost, like you just jump into it. Sorry if I'm offending everyone. I look very sheepish now for people on the radio. Okay, yeah, this one's about divorce. It's kind of about, I always laugh when I say that, but there's divorce in my family, so it's fine if I laugh, right? I'm not, you know. Yeah, it's kind of about when something goes out of a relationship and you're not sure what it is, but you're kind of pining for it a little bit. I wish I had a smoother talk, you know, when they describe their songs. It's better with an accent. You and I like ghosts now. We both live in a ghost town. Don't even sleep in the same bed. Ask too much to fill silence. Feeling my head with what's been said. You like to mumble under your breath. This is just madness. You know, who wants to talk about love when it all goes wrong? Better to sit in the dark than turn the lights on. And I remember when you rushed home, but now you stay late and I wait all alone. Who wants to talk about love when it's so good? In amongst letters and problems, ooh, I found that I lost him. It's okay, it don't hurt anymore, but I can't live so vacant. And if I left it to break him, he loves me, but it's her he adores. And who wants to talk about love when it all goes wrong? Better to sit in the dark than turn the You better stand back before I erupt. And who wants to talk about love when it all goes wrong? Better to sit in the dark than turn the lights on. And I remember when you rush home, but now you stay late and I wait all alone. Who wants to talk about love when it's so gone? Now it's so gone.
This is the way you do a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, man.
It's really nice. I think, also it's a little bit rainy in Nashville today.
It is actually,
So
yeah,
it's
thunder
sort
and
of,
lightning as well.
Feels, I don't know. It's a really cool thing. So summer weekends, a lot of times you wind up with the rain here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it gets
I
so
like
hot.
the rain though, yeah. The
It's-
rain's a good vibe. It's good for songwriting.
Oh,
Lots
totally.
of sad songs.
And then after the rain, then you get the humidity.
It's like a jungle, isn't it? You're
Yeah,
like,
a
my
little
hair
bit.
goes all frizzy, and it's like, oh god, not going outside now.
It's video, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, on the radio too, WMRT,
Yeah.
Roots
Like
Radio,
video.
where, you can be listening all over the world and
yeah.
watching on viewhouse.com and on WMOT.org. And also, we're on Acme Radio, so,
Nice,
which,
nice.
we're at Acme Feed and Seed, which is downtown on Lower Broad. This has got to be Mecca for you and away. Have you been in and out of these honky tonks?
Well, no, because
You need to.
I can't get in, can I?
Oh, how old are you?
So rub it in a little. Yeah.
Well, I think they let you in, you just can't drink.
Oh, yeah, I know, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Oh, fabulous. Yeah, I mean, you're
Nightmare,
not
isn't it?
supposed to ask a lady, right?
And I shouldn't be saying it on a radio in the middle of Broadway either, in case I do try. Nobody heard that. I'm 21. I'm 21, everybody.
I think that they have always made kind of special cases out of performers, no
They
matter how
should,
old
right?
they are.
Yeah.
And, usually have to be accompanied by a parent or
Baron or someone.
guardian.
Yeah.
We can make it work. But anyway, yeah, I mean, just, legendary honky tonks down here that
Oh, man, yeah.
kept the music playing for years. And really part of the rebirth of Nashville has to do with people starting to come back down to Lower
Yeah.
Broad to come to these clubs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
like I said, you've got to do the kind of circuit before you can ever play at any. I fully believe in that kind of foundation laying. I think you've got to do the circuit in the dead rooms to ever stand a chance on the big stages. I get quite confused by artists who can, well, it must be quite confusing for them too, to end up just on this massive stage. But yeah, I just feel when you've played a certain blues bar, you kind of can play anywhere. You know what I mean?
Doing this tour mostly solo, right?
Yeah, it's all me. Yeah, not got a band yet, so.
Well,
I just thought
but there's a
worked.
band on the video.
Yes, there is. That's the one we recorded in a good spot there. Yeah, see? Calling me up on this. No, that's what we recorded the EP and most of the record with. Obviously, Matt Johnson, who drummed on Jeff, but big shout out to him, drummed on Jeff Buckley's Grace, and Jess Kuhn, and Will Reese, like fantastic people. So yeah, we did the record with them, but it's a bit pricey to start taking them on the road.
Yeah,
We have to make some money first, don't we?
Well, and I think it's really good training to do it solo, and you learn.
That's so true.
You learn everything
yeah.
you need to know.
Gain your stripes, don't you? It's very true. Very
It's really
true.
cool. Well, I'm loving having you here, Jade Bird, hanging out with us.
This is amazing. Yeah, it's so chill, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
great.
it's pretty cool. What do you
Pretty
think?
cool, man.
Anybody have a question? We have a mic set up. We have a question from the audience. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway,
Maybe a question? No?
would you play some more for us?
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome.
I'll play a belter if you want. Should you maybe wake you up a bit? I've just let you sleep.
Jade
I'll
Bird,
control you.
WMOT Roots Radio.
Okay, this one, the verses are a little brutal. I don't know if you say that up here. A little brutal? Yeah? That'll do. A little bit harsh. That's quite another British word. It's called lottery, though. In a strange way, it kind of makes me happy. So, bit of a weirdo. I was 19 23. We stayed in number 4 Ferdinand Street. We spent 5 talking about our lives, but we'd told our dad about 1,000 times, and I'm bored of all that. You used to tell me that love is a lottery, and you got your numbers and you're betting on me. I'll tell you about a guy that I've been with. You ask how old is he, and I left 26 now, but he's 30. How messed up is that? Well, forget it, he says. I'm a jealous man and I don't want to talk about that. You used to tell me that love is a lottery, and you got your numbers and you're betting on me. You used to say that love is a game, but you got your numbers and you play it anyway. You still betting on me. Hold on, my dear, hold on real tight. It's just a numbers game in my mind, and we've been here 1,000 times, 1,000 times, 1,000. You used to tell me that love is a lottery, and you got your numbers and you're betting on me. You used to say that love is a game, but you got your numbers and you play it anyway. You still betting on me, baby. Should we do one more? One more? Great. Do you guys fancy clapping along a little? Oh, it's a Friday. Gotta get them clapping on. Okay, this one is hugely inspired by my country influences. Thank you so much for having me, by the way, WMOT. I got that. I sometimes struggle with the letters. WMOT. Great. Got it. Yeah, I've been Jade Bird. Sorry if you can't stand the British accent. I'll do the little action to go with it. For everyone who's listening on radio, I'm doing a flying thing with my arms. Okay, thank you so much. This one's called Going Gone. Feel free to clap in the chorus. Here we go. You got an addiction, unrealistic mission, cigarettes and alcohol, you lost yourself. Telling the same stories you did all the last week. The bar is closing, darling, please put that bottle down. 1, 2, 3, 4, come on, babe, there's a door. 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm your girlfriend, not your man. 7, 8, 9, 10, if you go down, you won't get up again. 4, 3, 2, 1, he's going, going, gone, hey. Sorry, Mr. Einstein's already past your bedtime. Acting big and talking, get over yourself. I'm sure you would go very far if you even had a car, but I hate to inform you, still living in your mother's head. 1, 2, 3, 4, come on, babe, there's a door. 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm your girlfriend, not your maid. 7, 8, 9, 10, if you go down, you won't get up again. 4, 3, 2, 1, he's going, going, gone. He's going, going, gone. Someone called a taxi, you were sick in the backseat, everybody's trying to calm you down. Tell me what you'd do if I wasn't with you and there was nobody else around. Someone called a taxi, you were sick in the backseat, everybody trying to calm you down. Tell me what you'd do if I wasn't with you and there was nobody else around. Next time, 1, 2, 3, 4, come on, babe, there's a door. 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm your girlfriend, not your maid. 7, 8, 9, 10, if you go down, you won't get up again. 4, 3, 2, 1, he's going, going, gone. He's going, going, gone. He's
Jade Bird, thank you so much for being with us. That was wonderful.
Thank you so much for having us. Really do appreciate it.
Continue rocking and have a great time with Chris Stapleton and Brent Cobb on the road.
Certainly will, yeah. It's going to be
Heck
amazing.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Seriously. And Something American, the new EP.
Yeah.
Jade Bird. I suspect you'll be back in Nashville before too long.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Don't
That's home
stay
now.
too far away. Jesse Scott here saying yeehaw for a Friday afternoon, Roots Radio 89.5 WMOT, as we get ready for Todd Snider to come up at 5 o'clock. It's been an amazing day of radio for us. We were over at the Family Wash for WIT Broadcasting Live. We had Leroy Parnell, Will Hogue, Matthew Ryan, and Donnan Hawks, Jade Bird, and now Todd Snider coming. Awash and incredible music. That's the way I like it. How about you guys? We're going to reset the stage and come on back. Anna E., it's yours.
It's time to go back over that I'm happy to see why Todd Snider and
Jesse Scott here. How you guys doing? Whoop. Hey, you can go. We can go. Yeehaw. Friday afternoon, Roots Radio 89.5 WMOT. I am so happy to be here at Acme Feed and Seed. We are on the 3rd floor, and I think the weekend is here. What better way to start the weekend than with Todd Snider?
Is this thing working?
Yeah, it is.
Is this thing on? This thing working. This thing on. In the hallway of a high school, it was anywhere USA. It was a bullet picking on a different kid, I seemed like every day. Pack a back, slapping buddies, laughing, backing him all the way. Screaming, girlfriend, making believe in everything he'd say. Is this thing working? Is this thing on? Is this thing working? Is this thing on? Then one day this kid that he'd beat up a bunch of time before, he realized to his own surprise he probably could indeed take more. And with that he hatched the evil plan, gonna make that devil pay. Walked up to him in the middle of the gym and he found the nerve to say, you're gonna hit somebody today, you're gonna hit me too. In fact, you're gonna hit me every day, cause now I'm picking on you. As crazy as that I sound right now, I ain't stopping till I get through. It's too late to beg for mercy if there ain't nothing that you can do. It's the thing working. It's the thing on. It's the thing working. Lord, the thing on. Well, that bully, he just laughed and laughed, of course. So did all of his friends. And he beat that poor kid unmercifully for days and days on end. Only slightly less impressively to that girl and all of his friends. Eventually, they would secretly start hoping that kid might win. Is this thing working? Is this thing on? Is this thing working? Lord, is this thing on? You're never gonna hear him say this. He thinks nobody knows. But winning that battle every day cost that bully the war a long time ago. And of all the scars he's got to show for every blow that kid sneaks in, the worst one's knowing that tomorrow he's gonna have to fight that kid again. This thing working. Is this thing on? Is this thing working? Love this thing on. Is this thing working? Ooh, this thing on. Lord, this thing working. Is this thing on? Thank you. Thanks, man. So they said I'd do a couple of songs. This is a song I made up right after I was getting divorced, and I was out for a drive listening to Widespread Panic, and there's a thing called a spread neck speedball that means coffee and reefer. Driving around assessing the situation. Spread neck speedball away to highway. Needle is broken, ain't no telling on gas. A highway dog plays a Russian roulette in and out of the sun under the overpass. Oh, Why on earth they say only heaven knows why we turn every last word ever heard on each other over where everybody goes. I know, I think therefore I am because I am, or so I thought I was. But when in Rome they say shoot Roman candles that way, nobody thinks you're crazy. Passing it back and forth like the 5th of July. I realize I can't tell you what to tell yourself. But if we're still not what you thought you wanted, well then you can't deny it, baby, we were something else. Oh, 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 my love. I say, why on earth they say only heaven knows why we turn every last word ever heard on each other over where everybody goes. I know, I think therefore I am because I am, also I thought I was. When in Rome they say shoot Roman candles that way, nobody thinks you're crazy. You know, we don't leave who we fell for. We leave who we just can't believe that they have become. I say, we don't leave the one that we fell for. No, we leave who we just can't believe that they've become. I was thinking leaving, I was thinking I don't mind as much as getting left behind. Why on earth they say only heaven knows why we turn every last word ever heard on each other over where everybody goes. I know, I think therefore I am because I am, also I thought I was. When in Rome they say shoot Roman candles that way, nobody thinks you're crazy.
Todd Snider, live on the radio, WMOT, live on viewhouse.com, watching the video, live on Acme Radio. We're here at Acme Feed and Seed, and it's kind of an auspicious day.
Yeah.
It is release day.
Yeah.
A double fold vinyl, a
Yeah.
man after my own heart.
Yeah.
And
Double vinyl.
Double vinyl. Ooh, double rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
You do everything well, from the singer, songwriter, storyteller, troubadour, to the jam band, rocking out. And actually, it was like, I think 4th of July last year was,
Something.
there was a party
Yeah,
on the street
downstairs.
here.
Yeah.
And that was,
When was it?
Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah.
I get mixed up sometimes with those holidays,
Yeah.
summertime. But yeah, that was an amazing show.
Yeah,
Your
you were
band
there?
is incredible.
Yeah, they're good, huh? Pretty good.
Yeah, they're really good.
I can say because I don't play nothing. I just stand there.
We were talking about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Sort of the structure for not playing. Where'd
Yeah.
that come from?
They're really good.
Yeah. Well, you also were talking about.
It's really like they aren't like there's two. You got a perfect rhythm is tough. Like I can play guitar, and there's probably guitar players in here that would say they can hear it. Like, I can play, but not with other people very great. Because you got to have perfect. In our band, you have to play in perfect time all the time to play in that band. You know, and I don't.
Well,
I don't do anything in time.
You were here for Delbert McClinton, and
love
he
him.
doesn't either.
No, he got the cowbell going on it. You know, when they asked me if I would just sing, that was my reference, because he hangs out with singer-songwriters, and he just sings. And I thought, okay, I'll try to sing in a band.
It's kind of cool. Did you ever think you were going to be a rock and roller? Like,
No, not really. I got into jam bands because I'm into what I call lyric music or poem music, where all my friends really work hard on the lyrics. And then it got to be like this day off. I would go to those jam shows. It's not that they don't like the lyrics, but like if there's a story going on and somebody goes off into the woods and then the guitar solo comes, the guitar solo is like an hour and nobody cares what happened to the guy in the woods. You know, you just spin around. You know what happened from the album and it's not part of this, you know? It's more about taking LSD and spinning in a circle. Which is, there's a lot of value to that if you try it.
A little patchouli oil,
Yeah,
you know.
that's the scene, the hippie scene, which I always liked, you know. I just always would go there on my days off. I like to spin around in a circle.
And you're still barefoot, which
Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah, I got some.
I know. I think we actually have matching. We have matching
Elizabeth
colors.
Cook gave me those. I had a.
Who painted your toenails?
She did. We had a birthday party for Elizabeth.
Fabulous. Elizabeth rocks. We did a Wired In with Elizabeth a couple of months ago,
Yeah.
and that was wonderful.
That Exodus of Venus record,
She's
man.
amazing.
That's
Really
I love
cool.
it.
So let's talk about this album. First of all, everybody knows that at 6 o'clock we're going to play the entire album.
Oh yeah.
In the room here at Acme Feed and Seed, so come on down. Come on, you're welcome.
Yeah.
And it's great to have live versions of songs that we are playing on the radio.
Yeah. I'm just glad you're on the radio. How long have you guys been on the air? Is it okay to turn?
Coming up on a year. And coming up on, I think...
I listen to it constantly.
Thank
and I'm
you.
so glad you're on there. I've known you for 25 years.
Me too. We've known each other a
Yeah.
long time. I think the first session that we did together was in Orlando.
Dang.
And you were opening for Buffett. And that was, during the
Dang.
Margaritaville
That's
Records
like
days.
94,
Yeah.
95. We go back.
So yeah, we go back a ways. We've had sightings in different cities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Random.
You gave me football tickets
I
once.
did.
Yeah.
And then there was that DC thing.
Yeah,
that
you
was a
you hit
charity
me to
event that was
the
so
what's that thing in
wonderful.
the oh yeah, the Hope for Henry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was amazing.
I got a little tipsy at that.
Well, I didn't notice.
I spaced that.
But it's great. It's great to have you here. What do you think? Todd Snider in the house.
Man, thanks for having me.
And of course, we would love to have you play some more.
Okay, here's some more hard-working American songs. I've come down here one last time, a few times. A few times after that, but that was just for old time's sake. And I know I've come here a few times for no good reason at all. But this time I swear that I'm just down here by mistake. I quit drinking for the reason that I started drinking, man, when it makes me feel better than I already do. From rags to riches, to rags to richly embellished accounts of the truth, ascending into madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. knowing that if I gave you a choice, you would make it. It would hit me just like I was dying, they said, but it was worse. I was able to take it, ascending into madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. May you said, you know, the dead, they'd been around this block a few times, more than you had. A few times, more than we all had, way back before it was even paved. They say that upon the sea of hypocrisy, that the shore, well, the shore is just another way, ascending into madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. May you send, may you send out to madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. May you. Thank you. Thanks. I'm trying to do, I'm doing songs off our album. The band is called the Hardworking Americans, and we have this new album called We're All in This Together. It's a live album that we mostly did in Birmingham, I think. And some of the songs I can play guitar, you know. So this is one that the band does, but it started its life on an album I made a long time ago called Peace Queer, and it's called Mission Accomplished. Thanks. Well, Roger said he never met a man he didn't like. Well, wait, let me back up and make sure that I got that right. He might have liked every man he ever met, that's true. But he never said he liked every man that he knew. Oh, 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 oh. I said I met a woman with the Midas touch. I could never get her to touch very much. I met a man of opportunity. He never offered any of it up to me. Met a soldier in a recruit booth. Said, make a man out of me and stole my youth. Working for a man who would not stop lying. Drove us off a cliff and called it flying. Oh, 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 oh. Well, that ain't flying. I said, that ain't flying. But when a wise man flies, he understands that a man hadn't technically flown until he lands. If you're coming into land and you crash and die, well, all you really did for sure was get too high. You ever get too high? You ever get too high? You ever get too high? No, neither have I, but I will if I got to prove to you guy. So turned around like a calm up a riot, fighting for peace, that's like screaming for quiet. Oh, 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 oh. Well, I don't know, but I've been told you might meet a little fox in your atheist hole, though. Said, I don't know, but I've been told somebody told me.
Todd Snider.
This is fun.
Fabulous. Great to see you.
Yeah.
You told me one time that you put snippets of lyrics on Post-it notes.
Yeah.
Do you still do that?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
there's
there-
Post-it notes all over the
Yeah.
room?
Yeah.
How do you find stuff?
You just go, that's like just kind of looking around for it all the time. I
Wow.
kind of know where it is in a way.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fun
It's
project.
really amazing. No,
Yeah.
it's great.
Have you
It's-
ever been over to the house where that room is?
No.
It's like I make up lines and then I'll stick them around and then sometimes you can shuffle them around like cards and stuff.
Interesting. Kind of a
You know?
Beatles kaleidoscope
Yeah.
end of, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll make up a whole song of separate stuff. You know. There's one called It's Too Soon to Tell that wasn't really a song as much as just a pile of lines I found. You know, like I go, that'd be good, and that one would be good. Because I needed one.
That's so visual. I love it. It's great. I want to talk about Kent Finley and being
Yeah.
in Texas. And
Did you hear about his son Sterling?
Yeah,
Yesterday, got
he
his
had-
heart, got a heart.
I know. He
A
got
friend
a
of
new
ours
heart.
needed a heart and got it.
He got a new heart yesterday.
So thank you, whoever gave it.
Kent had, who passed a couple of years ago, had a place called the Cheatham Street Warehouse, and he was able to nurture
Yeah.
songwriters and encourage people. And how did
Yeah.
you even get there?
It was a really magic time, and he was a special person. Thank you for letting me have a chance to talk about him. He based his life on the guy who built Lukenbach, the Hondo guy. He was a really altruistic, artsy-fartsy guy. And he had this house way out in the woods, and he had a honky-tonk. It was bluebird-like, about this size, and it was always you had to make up your own songs to play there. And if he not necessarily liked your songs, but believed that you were making them up because you liked making them up, he would open that place to you, and then you could stay at his house if you got in a little further. And then if you got in even further, he'd let you know that this old weird warehouse that looked like it was full of garbage was a studio. And then eventually you'd realize you were at a college and that this guy was allowing you to. I met James McMurtry there. Let's see, there's a ton. Hal Ketchum, Hayes spent some time out there. Jack Ingram, Terry Hendricks, like people that lived on his floor or sofa for a while. And he plays you John Prine records and Guy Clark records. Like if you're 19, he says you need to know who Townes Van Zandt is. So he DJs all day for kids. He's gone now, but I got in that, you know. He like plays you Prine. And neat guy, thanks for letting me talk about him.
Oh, no, I think that there are people like that we meet along the way that really kind of color your life and really sort of are, you know, like talk about the moss on the on the trees. You follow the moss, and he's one of those guys that just really lived it. He breathed it. He looked for people like you to encourage and
and
you
feed
know,
and and he wrote cool songs and got a lot of cuts in his day. Mel McDaniel, really really cool guy. George Strait he drove George Strait here his first trip. Yeah.
How incredible.
So yeah, Kent Finley. Look him up.
Finlay.
Or go see Cheatham Street Warehouse.
Yeah.
Some country singer bought it, a big famous one.
Randy Rogers.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, so it still lives. It's down just south of Austin.
Cool.
And,
and I heard he's making it stay this thing.
Yeah. Randy's really committed to having it continue to be, you know, just a sort of cradle for artists, which I love. There've got to be people like that in this world.
Yeah.
It's so hard these days. I mean, I want to, you know, get into the whole music biz, whatever, but, you know, for people who make music, we have to encourage
You know,
them.
East Nashville, people complain about it now, but it's a really safe place to land if you're out there in the world and you want to be a singer and all your friends back home think that's goofy. Come join us.
Well, it's
We're
a creative
goofy.
community. Nashville, I find that
Yeah.
everywhere there's inspiration bubbling.
Yeah.
And you can make your dream happen
I
here.
like this town. I love this town. I like both sides of this. I like every side of this town.
North, south, east,
I
west.
too. I like
Yeah.
all that stuff that I don't know.
No, it's great. Well, it's amazing now.
10
Sometimes,
minutes different than that.
well, you drive around and you're like, where am I? Where did this building go up?
Yeah.
And wait a minute, where am I?
The east side
It's
especially is
crazy.
blowing up.
But yeah, it's great. And welcome, you know, folks from everywhere coming here, except for the bridesmaids.
Yeah. What happened? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. So there are bridesmaids that come here to celebrate together and have their bachelorette parties.
Oh, yeah.
And they're usually wearing identical cowboy hats.
And they're in that car down there.
Right.
Right. They'll drive around.
Yeah.
I just about all makes sense.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
And they yell.
They yell. And they drink real early.
It must be fun.
Totally. 11 a.m. Black hat.
I've been drunk so many times and never did that.
Well, I probably could hook you up. There's still time.
I knew I'd be glad I came here.
You could write a song about it, be
And
their
I
hero.
really like that girl, Jade. Man, that was
She
cool.
was wonderful.
Yeah, right?
Jade Bird.
19.
Today's just been amazing because we were at Family Watch earlier,
Yeah.
and of course, then Web Wilder does our countdown show. We do the American Content show. That's so cool.
Today.
And then a little bit later, we have Electric Western, which is this great 50s and 60s rock and roll show. Reno Boho, Jacob Jones, who do it every Monday night at the 5 spot. They do a radio version for us.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then we do R&B at 8. Get down.
Right on.
Oh, yeah. And then Cliff O'Sullivan is on the radio tonight at 10, so be listening.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's been a joy putting all of this together.
We
and
needed it, man.
serious, and a
Our
town
town
that makes
needed
this
it.
music.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, thanks
So-
for playing me on there.
Oh, heck yeah. Of course.
And Elmo Buzz.
Yeah, all your buds. And well, we love having you in the house, too.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah,
Todd Snider.
Yeah.
Gonna play some more for you right now.
Sure, yeah. You know what I'll do is, this isn't off the Hard Working American record, but last fall I put out a record called East Side Bulldog. And the east side of town has changed, and I have this song I made up. I'm gonna play it for you now. Nobody cares about the music business. Nobody sounds like they're telling the truth, or when they're talking about it, I don't want to talk about it. I like to talk about chicks and cars and partying hard. I like chicks and cars and partying hard. Say what you want about old Bo Cephas. He may be crazy, but he's laughing all the way to the bank and stuff. Old Bo Cephas, he got all kinds of hits. He's always singing about chicks and cars and partying hard. I like chicks and cars and partying hard. I said, hey pretty boy, go back to Franklin. Hey pretty boy, go back to Franklin. Nobody here wants to talk about distribution. Pretty boy. I'm taking a solo right now. And then so if you gotta make a call or get a drink or go to the bathroom or anything, I got about 20 more minutes with this bit. Okay, man, maybe not. I didn't come down here to make connections. I come down here to get some big old titty baby drunk and take her home. It gets them horny when you play them some stones. They're always singing about chicks and cars and partying hard. I like chicks and cars and partying hard. I said, hey pretty boy, go back to Franklin. Hey pretty boy, go back to Franklin. Nobody here wants to talk about publishing. Pretty boy. Thank you. I'll do another one. I'll do another for my neighbors. I send this out to my brother Peter Cooper, Chuck Mead, Elizabeth Cook, Aaron Lee Tashian, Rory Carroll, Alan Thompson, Bird Cloud. Watching TV just made me sad. Too many people treating people too bad. There ain't no hope.
crossing over to a state of mind, leaving all my troubles way behind. That old Cumberland River, East Nashville skyline, discount cigarettes, liquor, and wine. Anywhere, anytime we deliver. Just the way things are. Something we used to listen, then where they were. East Nashville skyline, crossing over to state of mind, leaving all my troubles way behind. That old Cumberland River, East Nashville skyline, discount cigarettes, liquor, and wine. Anywhere, anytime we deliver. Crossing the river, we play 'em our songs. They're probably right to say that we're all wrong for these days. So much for money, so much for big. Who needs a headache when there's always a gig at the cafe? The Radio Cafe, East Nashville skyline, crossing over to a state of mind, leaving all my troubles way behind. That old Cumberland River, East Nashville skyline, discount cigarettes, liquor, and wine. Anywhere, anytime we deliver. Anywhere, anytime, anywhere, anytime, anywhere, anytime we
You're listening to Wired In on WMOT, coming to you live from the Acme in downtown Nashville with Todd Snider.
George Bodecker, we should say his name. The man. Isn't this his place? He one of the cats that owns this place?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, meantime, there's a new album coming out today.
Yeah.
And so this is a celebration of
We're all
in this together.
We're all
Here we are.
together.
Yeah. And back in the day, you couldn't even see the Cumberland River. Just saying. You can see a lot more now. Which is really nice. I like the river. It's great.
But
Thinking about
thanks
this.
for letting me come on the day of our thing.
Oh, no, I think that's terrific. Well, also, there's a tour.
Yes.
You're going to be going out with the Tedeschi Trucks Band. Two big bands. That's going to rock.
Fun. Yeah. It's for a few months, too, I think.
That's awesome. Are you playing a date here?
We have the Ryman here February 7th. Yeah. That's just us, the hardworking Americans.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Very
come
cool.
to see us.
Yeah,
And we'll play
definitely.
Memphis, I think, in September. So come to that, too.
Yeah, and Austin also, I know.
And, yeah. Louisville, there's some close ones.
Cool.
Yeah.
Follow the
Eastsiders get
band.
in for you.
Yeah.
You just go like that.
That's a secret handshake. Gets you in backstage. Not exactly.
Sometimes, actually, that works.
I've tried them all.
Yeah, that usually works at our gig.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes people are like, I don't have your name on the list. You're not getting in. But I'm the MC, please.
I sometimes can't get in.
I love, Paul Simon wrote this song, Wristband, you know, and
Yeah.
he
I
leaves, he
haven't
goes, oh, it's a great tune. He goes out the back door, and the door closes behind him, and then he doesn't have his wristband on, and the bouncer is giving him a hard time. And, you know, he's trying to explain to the bouncer there's
new?
not going to be, yeah, it's on his latest album, not going to be a show unless he is allowed to come
yeah.
inside.
God dang.
Gotta have a wristband. I
gotta
don't
hear
sing. You'd like it, I think. Well, I love the way you write.
Oh, thank you.
You make everything so easy sounding.
Oh, thank
and
you.
there's so much evocative imagery, and it's very so like high touch.
See, I told you.
And for years and
I
years.
don't know what else to say.
No, it's really good. You know?
That makes me feel good.
Well, you make us feel good. So, thank you. And, you know, it's wonderful to have a life in music and to be able to apply this craft and live in it and continue as decades go by and still do it.
I do think that. The older I get, the more I appreciate the thing that we get to do. Especially like on weekends, you know, like you go out on a weekend and you spend a little money and you want a distraction from your doom that's going to last 3 hours, and there should be some joy in there. And I don't know, I feel like that's a cool job. It feels, I still look forward to it. You know, I'm still always around 7 o'clock at night. I can't wait. It's churchy to me.
Do you ever get nervous or?
I get excited. Even today, I was excited that girl, you know, Jade started singing. And I was like, oh crap, she really sings now. I gotta try.
She's just 19 years old.
Yeah.
You can't even take her to a bar.
Yeah, you gotta keep her eye on that one. She's only got one EP out, and she knows Liam Gallagher. End of conversation. She's the hero to me.
That's awesome. How many albums have you put out?
She was asking me that. I don't know. It's too many, I think. Like there's
No,
a
not too many.
It's like in the teens, I think.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
An incredible body of work, you know.
Yeah.
And
Well,
your
sometimes it's like
storytelling-
B-side stuff, or you know.
Well, but your storytelling too is so.
Well,
I love
thank
when
you.
you put that on record as well,
you.
because it's
Thank
great, you know.
Thank you. There's some of it on the. I tell the story of how the band gets together on that record.
Nice.
Yeah.
And do you write poetry also?
I try to, you know. I guess that's if it doesn't rhyme, you can call it poetry, or like, I try to, but I never get out of the house with it, really. You know.
Someday.
Someday.
I can see you in a beret.
Yeah. And all that, you know, the ascot and all that.
Yeah. Cigarette holder.
I wrote a book.
There you
Author, totally an author. I didn't really do it though.
Why? Did someone else do it for you?
Yeah. Peter Cooper.
Peter.
Yeah.
Peter Cooper in the house.
Yeah.
You want to stand up?
There, yeah.
Peter's amazing.
He wrote it, I took the credit. Now it's undone.
It's all good.
Thanks for letting me be on here.
Oh, totally. Play some more for us.
I'll tell you, this is the song we close our record with this song. Everybody in the band, this is one of our favorite songs, and my favorite singer, probably if I had to pick it, would be Chuck Berry, and we just lost him. And I've seen him a couple of times in the airport, and I'll say, you're my favorite one. And he always says, oh, thank you, son, you know. And then one time I was playing, he had a club in St. Louis, and I was playing, and I was getting ready to go on, and he came in the dressing room, and I was like, oh, bah, Mr. Berry, I'm one of the biggest fans you have. I'm so excited you're here. And he said, yeah, I need you to move your van. Up in the morning and off to school, the teacher's teaching the golden rule, American history, practical math. You're studying hard and you're hoping you pass. You work your finger to the bone. That guy behind you won't leave you alone. Ring, ring goes the bell. They're cooking the lunch you're ready to sell. All day long you want to eat. You're fortunate if you can find a seat. Get back in your classroom, open your books. Even that teacher, she don't know how mean she looks. As soon as 3 o'clock rolls around, you'll finally lay your burden down. Fold up your book, get out your seat. Go down the hall into the street. You're up the curb around the bend. Y'all got that juke joint, you walk on in, that's what you do. You drop your coin into the slide. You wanna hear something that's really hard. All day long you on the dance. You got the one you love, you're making romance. You're grooving and playing it really slow. Around and round and around and round and round you go. body and soul. A long live rock and roll, oh, deliver me from the days of old. Rock, rock, rock and roll, hey, oh, rock and roll. Y'all say it with me, hey, oh, rock and roll. 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 Hey, rock and roll. Well, y'all, thank you for letting me be part of this. I've been wanting to do this ever since the station came on the air, and you know, too many years, Jesse. This is a song that go like this. Smoking on black Cadillac, engine winding down. Park it up on the sidewalk like he owned the old downtown. I hear him talking to some chick through a thick ghost of smoke, through the thicker haze of southern comfort and cold. Say, girl, you're hotter than the hinges hanging off the gates of hell. Don't be afraid to turn to me, baby. They don't treat you well. By he meant me. I laugh and shook his head. Laugh a little bit louder, see we look at the band, play trains. Make 'em leave my boots on, they lay me down. I'm the wrong way, a locomotive, I'm gonna take mine. I'm looking for any kind of trouble that I can find. Got this old black leather jacket, got this pack of Marlboro Reds. Stash here in my pocket, I got these thoughts in my own head. The right to run until I gotta walk, till I've gotta crawl. I got the moment that I'm in right now and nothing else at all. Play a train song, pour me one more round. Make 'em leave my boots on days they lay me down. I'm the wrong way, a locomotive, I'm gonna take mine. Television blizzard light, we were looking around this place. We found him cold here on his sofa, a little smile across his face. And though I tried with all my sadness, you know I still never wept. For a man who looked to me like he that laughing in his sleep, saying a train song, drinking only around. Made him leave his boots on the day they laid him down. He was a runaway, a locomotive, out of his one track man. Play a train song, play a train song, play a train, yeah.
Todd Snider on the radio, WMOT, Roots Radio 89.5, viewhouse.com, WMOT.org, Acme Radio. We try to cover all the bases here. It's so good to see you.
You too.
Tell me about the symbol
Which
on
one?
the drape on your table here.
Oh, it's a gypsy flag.
Interesting.
Yeah, the wheel. We
Yeah.
fly under the wheel. We're supposed to, our religion is that we're supposed to travel and never totally tell the truth and steal a little something everywhere we go.
Okay. Well, you know,
It's a fun religion.
you can steal and give back something else down the road a
Yeah.
piece. We actually have a mic set up in the audience here. I don't know if it's not far from the stage, but
Oh, right there.
I don't know if anybody wants to
What was that for?
get
like,
up
if
to the
somebody
mic. And if not, that's cool too.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
fine.
somebody asked me something, though. Well, at least one person. I'll do it.
Okay, you ask yourself something.
Hey, well, I don't know either.
Yeah, the mic is here.
Yeah. Oh, you just yell it from there, probably. Yeah.
So the first time I met your music
Yeah.
was on an alternative station in Atlanta, and it was Beer Run.
Yeah.
So obviously I was hooked after that.
B double terrific.
That's right. So I'm curious.
B double E double R.
Every child should know that one.
Yeah.
So what was your inspiration?
There's a guy named Keith Christopher who's played with Dan Baird for years. And I always tell people, I made up Beer Run, but I didn't make up the part they know. But we were at a studio, and he said, we were out of beer, and he was like, B-double-E-double-R-U-N. And I said, what? And Dan Baird said, oh, he says that all the time. And I was like, can I have that? And then about a year after he said I could have it, I was opening a show for Robert Earl. It was me, then Robert Earl Keen and Merle Haggard. And after my show, I sat on the side of the Robert Earl show, and I saw these two kids from Texas. And in Texas, it's like frat boys that are drunk, and they yell at Robert Earl. And then when he goes out to Santa Cruz, it's all these old gray-haired hippies that just kind of look at him. And I think the kids were drunk, and they were like, why should we yell at him? And then it looked like maybe some older guy hooked him up, you know? And then eventually, right, and then eventually these two A&M looking guys, they sort of seem to figure out Northern California, you know? And that's when I made that up about that. I could play it. Can I play it? B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and 5 car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. So you say, a couple of frat guys from Abilene drove out all night to see Robert Earl Keen at the K-Pig Swine and Soiree dance. They wore baseball caps and khaki pants. They wanted cigarettes, so to save some money, they got one off these hippies that smelled kind of funny. And the next thing they knew, they were both really hungry and pretty thirsty too. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5 car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Found a store with the sign said their beer was coldest, so they sent in Brad because he looked the oldest. He got a case of beer and a candy bar, walked over to where all those registers are. He laid his fake ID on the countertop. The clerk looked, he turned, he looked back up, and he stopped, and he said, kid, I'm not gonna call the cops, but I'm gonna have to keep this phony card. The guys both took that pretty hard. They took that hard. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and 5 car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Met this other old hippie named Sleepy John. He said he was the guy from Robert Earl's song, so they gave him their cash and he bought them some brews. It was a beautiful day out in Santa Cruz. They were feeling so good, it should have been a crime. The crowd was cool and the band was prime. They made it back up front to their seats just in time to sing with all their friends. The road goes on forever, and the party never ends. Would you, Jesse, you know people think I'm sick of this. My friends, they say, you gotta be sick of the beer one by now, man. I'm not, I love it. This is my favorite one. This is like the 5th time I've played this today. And the other 4 times I was just me at home. It's so fun. You say beer, you say run, you spell it. It's till you get a line and I get a pole, baby. I mean, it's fun. There's no getting around it. I'll do it at the Continental Breakfast sometimes at the hotel, and people be like, that's good, I like that. I didn't mean to stop, but you know, the thing I can't never imagine doing, I stopped this, I'm sorry, I'll finish the song, you know, but I can't imagine making up a song and then playing it for someone and then seeing them later and having them say, we play that song again, and then me going, no, I'm not in it. I'm just not good. I'm not as good as all that. I'm an old, in fact, I got this other song. I'm an old timer. I'm an old timer. It's too late for me to die young now. Old timer, I'm just a 5-hand dimer. I'm trying to find a way to edge like wine somehow. I've met every fool that ever signed their names on the wall. In the back's one of these beer joints, these old concert halls. I've been through 7 managers, 5 labels, 1,000 picks and patch cables, 3 vans, a band, a bunch of guitar stands, and cans and cans and cans of beer, and bottles of booze and bags of pot, and 1,000 other things that I forgot. I thought for sure that I'd be dead by now. But I'm not. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10-fire car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. You get a line, I get a pole, honey. You get a line, I get a pole. You go down to the pigeon hole. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer. Oh, that was a big finish. Oh, yeah. Hey.
Todd Snider, WMOT Roots Radio. Peter Cooper is at the mic.
Yeah.
We have a question from Peter.
Thank you all for coming.
Yeah, thank you for recognizing. Jesse, there are a lot of celebrities who go to certain kinds of clubs.
I see where this is going.
And they... Celebrities go to certain kind of clubs and make it rain, which is kind of a thing in that.
You're gonna throw money at me right now, aren't you?
No, they make it rain, but Todd, one of the most impressive things I've ever witnessed is when you masterminded something that I had never seen before, which is you actually made it snow, and I was wondering if you could tell that story.
That was good, wasn't it? Remember? Okay, this is true. We were at my house, remember? And it was, how hot was it? 57? And they were doing the weather at like 6. And we were all drunk, and we were like, you know what? I bet if enough of us called in and said it was snowing, they'd say so. So we videotaped it. So we called, and then we called everybody we knew and told them to call. And then we all waited around. I think by 11, everybody was down at the 3 Crow waiting to see if we'd made it. And then they were like, and we've got some reports of snow over there in East Mexico. And we were saying, it was like we'd won the Olympics. It's like, what you say? So now if anybody asks me if I'm proud of myself, I say, yeah. We won that night, in a way. That was a victory. Thanks for bringing that up. So that's something to do.
Any more questions? I hesitate to ask.
That was good.
So good. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
I'm so excited for the new album coming out.
Yeah, thank you.
Today is release day.
Yeah, thanks for letting me be down here for this day, you know?
Totally.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to play the album, actually,
stick
if you're
around,
in the
y'all.
room here at
Or come on
Acme.
down.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're in your car.
It's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's time for them to come out and have a weekend.
Let's do this. Let's get
Absolutely.
our shirts off.
Our thanks to Todd Snider and to Jade Bird as well. I don't want to step on your toes. Although we're matching. You know, we have the same color. We do. I know. It's good. Anyway, thank you all for being here for Wired In. And thank you for listening to WMOT Roots Radio. One more yeehaw. We're going to throw it back to Anna E. in the studio, WMOT, Murfreesboro, Nashville, and let her take it from here. And we got the Hardworking Americans album for you right now.
Hang down.